Oh, I think we're on now. Okay.
There you go. Just,
yeah, alright. Well, here we go.
let's just wait for them.
Yeah, all your audience will see in a moment. Okay. She is. Thank you for setting this out. Okay. Looks like we're on. Already got people in here. Great. I'm going to make sure this is going all right before I really get going. I do have something running in the background. I'm trying to render a video right now, so hopefully it goes well and we don't have anything weird happen to the video. We've already got people in here. Mocha!
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
Wait, it says 0.
There's people already commenting.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, okay.
Anyway.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Mocha. Really need to see you.
Yeah, I know. You can bring her in if she gets too crazy. Okay. I really want to watch this thing finish, so it's got about 14 minutes left. I'm going to go ahead and... Where was that? Crap. Okay. Here we are. Alright. Some of you guys are already in here, and sorry about the delay. I just, like, ever since they've changed the... and they may still do Google Hangouts on air, but this just seems... I like this setup a lot better. I have to like watch the YouTube video at the same time, so I like that a little bit better. We'll go through here and see if I can see this thing, and we'll see if it updates. Maybe some of you guys are obviously already getting it. Okay, I got several people in here. I want to kind of elaborate more on what this live stream is about. You know, it's Saturday. I'm going to try to make live streams a weekly thing. Try to make giveaways a weekly thing. Oh, it looks like we went offline for a second. That's not good. Okay, maybe we're back. It's freaking out. I'm telling you, I think I'm going to have to cut this rendering video off. I'm just going to have to let it do it overnight. And it sucks because I went to 93% on this 10-minute video I made today. Whatever. That's what the night time's for. Let me exit out of this. Hopefully it'll save it on Premiere. Make sure. I'm sorry, guys. Let me save this video I've worked on today. If it'll let me. I got too many crazy things running right now. Computer can't handle it. Okay. Save. Looks like it's already saved. We'll make a extra copy. Okay. Alright. Video output low, not receiving enough to maintain. Okay. Alright, well, maybe this will help out. It says YouTube is not receiving enough to maintain it. Okay. It should work better. Alright, we already got 7 people in here. That's awesome. That's great. Alright, I want to elaborate more because I got caught up with the thing going kind of crappy. But okay, hopefully if there's any problems, you guys need to kind of tell me. It says it's going to buffer a little bit, so just be patient. You know, I'll be able to explain all this stuff multiple times. So don't, if you get discouraged, just come back later. It's probably my internet or something going on. I just had to cut off a video I'd been rendering all day to upload, so you'll be alright. Alright, so back to what I was saying. This live stream is more about your guys' questions for me as far as football goes. I just want to know, what you guys think of the upcoming season. Do you have any concerns? Are you starting a new position? Do you want advice on, how you can get better? Because this kind of started because I had to reshoot a video today, and this video will come out this week, but it was 5 tips to become a starter. So 5 tips to become a starter is coming out this week, and I kind of had the thought while I was filming that, well, man, I should do my live stream and just kind of give more advice out, because you know, some of those videos like that, you know, only hit to so many people, but the starter one, you know, should be pretty general, like I said. I think what I'll do is just let you guys, you know, whatever you want to say, like, and how the giveaway will work later is you know, for you guys being in here, being on the chat, you know, tell me, you know, what your football goals are, what you want to accomplish. I can give you guys advice. I had it all wrote down later on here. You know, if you want to talk about playing different positions, you know, if you're looking to change positions, we can talk about, you know, kind of what's expected. We're going to talk through plays. You know, football plays are pretty much general, and you can talk about really any play. If you want me to draw up some stuff, I can. If you know, don't get something, or I know a lot of really more or less basic stuff that a lot of teams do, and I know a lot of more advanced stuff as well. Anything technique-wise, you know, whether it's like receiver work, linebacker, defensive line, offensive line, quarterback, special teams. I mean, that's kind of general. I'm not a really special teams coach. I've never really played on special teams. I was the special teams coordinator this year for the team, but you know, I just lined up and got jacked. That's all we did. But this is more of an open Q&A for you guys, just to ask a high school football coach questions. Any questions you have for me. I'm a lot like, you know, coaches that you probably deal around, you know, in your school. You know, I've been coaching now for 4 years. Learned a lot. I've coached a lot of different things. I've coached kids young as 4th grade all the way to, you know, like 12th grade, senior high, varsity football, done all that. So anything football technique-wise, things dealing with the game of football, I want to hear your questions, and that's kind of where I'm going to lead you guys into, you know, what we're talking about. Okay, so, and as we get going through here, I'll start taking down names for the giveaway. Okay, I'm going to start here. Some of you guys, you know, obviously said hi through the live chat, so we're going to kind of scroll down here and just kind of who all we've got in here. We've got Taft 3K, Eddie Redding, Lonnie Waite, Wyatt, still not sure how to say your name, Eddie Redding, Quarterback HD, what's up? That kid Andrew, T All-Star 18, Brian Rana, and then my girlfriend is in here. Okay, so kind of what's going on. We've got 9 people watching. That's a stinking record. If we can get 10 people watching, let's go. Okay, if we can get, let's make a goal. Let's make a goal tonight. Let's say if we can get 30 people on here at once, and it can be, we can reach 30 and it can drop down to 28 the next second. But if we get 30 people in here at once, I'll give away a pair of football gloves. So, that's what I'm gonna give you. That's the goal. We're reaching 30 tonight. So I want 30 people in here watching at once, and it'll probably be like a separate giveaway. It won't be in this because I've already got the giveaway box planned and ready to go. I'm ready to ship out to whoever wins tonight. So, all right. So I'm ready for your guys' questions. Start firing away. You guys are in here. I want to know your questions for a high school football coach, what you want to hear from me. We can talk through positions. We can talk through plays. We can talk through techniques to get better. I can give you advice just on football, just anything dealing with football. It's what I live. It's what I breathe. It's all I think about daily, besides my girlfriend. It is just what I think of every single day. I've got football crap scattered all over my house. My girlfriend hates it because it just takes up the garage, and it's just what it is. I mean, I've got a helmet behind me. I've got face mask in the floor. I mean, I did a video on face mask today. Okay, so the first, let's see, Eddie Redding. I saw the post notification as I was watching the video, so I decided why not. Yeah, so good deal. TAF 3K, Mr. Football. I'm a wide receiver, and I'm getting the Battle Oxygen Mouth Guard. Do you prefer that? I've never actually used the Battle Mouth Guard, not tried it out. I would like to. I think, I got one, I guess, a year ago to do like a giveaway on, and I didn't actually do the giveaway till like I came back on YouTube in December. But we did that, and I'm probably going to give away, let me just, spoiler alert for everybody on here, there will be more Battle giveaways. Like I'm not going to say there's another backplate giveaway or anything, but we'll definitely give away some Battle Gear swag or something. That's kind of what my plan is give out some mouth guards or and like the thing is, I don't know what the color to get you. I got white, because white's pretty general. Black. I thought the gold one would have been good with the gold backplate review, but I would say, yeah. I mean, just from my experience with our kids, like we've had receivers wear them, we've had linemen wear, we've had basically all positions wear that mouth guard. Running backs, everybody's had that mouth guard. So definitely Battle is definitely doing something right with their mouth guards. I'd say they're competing with Shock Doctor, who actually has their own like Battle lip protector style like that. And Battle wasn't the first to come out with that style either. There was some other ones that basically got popular for guys in the NFL. I can't really remember all that. It's too far back to remember. Brian Renner, I'm fat, trying to lose weight, to gain muscle. Gaining muscle that deals with, right kind of diet, staying in the weight room. Just depending on, your age level, all that will come in time. A lot of guys, a lot of teens, just you guys in general, because I know that's my population, but you guys don't actually start to mature until you're about 16 or 17. And you don't really actually grow into your body until you're 16 or 17. Like when I was in high school, going from junior year to senior year, I grew 2 shoulder pad sizes. I went from like needing a 2XL to a 4XL size, and it was, I got wider. My shoulders are, kind of wide, so I got wider. I grew into my body frame, and all that will come in time, muscle-wise. You start to gain muscle. Fat can be burned off. Muscle you can keep around if you do it right. A lot of you guys are helping out. Brian there, JC. I'm 19. I've been with my girlfriend since preschool. We're both b-ball players. Yesterday she broke up with me, and today she posted a pic with another guy. That's very unfortunate. I'm very sorry, JC. What are the chances of her cheating on me? I don't really know, man. That's hard to say. I can just give you the general answer. There are more fish in the sea. I didn't find anybody until I was 24 years old. So, she feel better?
Girl talking.
Girl talking.
She probably didn't cheat on you.
She probably didn't cheat on you.
I wrote a comment.
You did? Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Weezema 242. What should I do to make the varsity football team at my school? Well, if you're on the junior varsity team and you're trying to get, and it really depends going with junior varsity to varsity. It usually starts with if you're in the 9th or 10th grade, unless you're not, unless you're competing to, start either be a starter or be a backup. It takes time, and this was, and I'm going to tell you, this is a perfect video you're going to see here in a few days when I post the 5 tips to be a starter. I've come up with this video, and I think some of you guys haven't heard that yet, but I've got a video coming out here in a few days, 5 tips on becoming a starter in football, and that'll kind of help you out. So, but what I would say is you just got to stay at it, be a sponge, learn as much as you can at practice, be a team player, all these like things. Just for me as a coach, be noticeable. Like even if it's like in practice on film, do something that excites me as a coach. Like make an awesome tackle, do all the little things right. Because when I look at players, if there's a player slacking off, but he's and for coaches it's the hardest thing, because you will have guys that are as strong as an ox, that can bench press 300 pounds and can squat 5 and do all this great stuff. It can be a ball player, but in practice they suck. They have a sucky attitude. I've dealt with it, and it all starts with attitude. If you have a great attitude going to practice and being a junior varsity player or a scout team player, it's what you got to do. Have a great attitude about it, but take every chance that you get. Every opportunity that you line up to play football and you're being watched by your coaches or you're being watched by other people, take advantage of every moment, because you don't know when that moment's going to end. You don't know when it's your last play, and if you don't lay it all on the line, you're going to have regrets. And what I would say, stay at it. If you are young, just keep going. If you're just in the 9th or 10th grade and you're on the junior varsity squad, just keep working. Your time will come. Be patient. And I tell a lot of guys that, I've told a lot of guys that through the years on this channel. I've done a lot of these videos before, but be patient. Be patient. Your time will come. Especially, they have JV games, junior varsity games. I know my school this year, we've got at least 6 scheduled. Monday Night Football, I love JV games. I played on the JV squad for about a year and a half before I became a full-time starter, and they're fun. Man, getting to play on. I was actually, talking about junior varsity, at one point I was starting and also a junior varsity player too. We didn't have very many linemen, so I had to play down. It was always extra work, so don't ever be afraid to get too much extra football in, because one day you won't be able to do it. So, Ricardo says, what helmet brand do you prefer the most? Riddell, Schutt, or Zenith? I've actually dealt with all 3 of the helmets as far as within my youth program that I'm a part of, or used to be a part of, and now I'm transitioning. I remember my first year, a lot of kids, or at least a few kids, had the Zenith helmet, and I thought they were pretty clunky on their head. I'm not even sure they fit the kids right, because they bought their own helmets. But next year, I bought all brand new Riddell and Schutt helmets, but I mostly dealt with Schutt helmets with the lower level, and now I'm at we had Riddell helmets at my old school, but we only had about 24 varsity level helmets, and then we had about 10 Riddell youth edges, and I would prefer Riddell the most. I'm now at a Riddell school, which I call it a Riddell school because all our stuff is Riddell, and it's awesome. We have at least 30 speed flexes, several. We're just decked out. It's pretty cool, man. I'm excited because I've wanted to mess around with some speed flexes. Haven't had a chance to, so it's pretty fun. There's my girlfriend's comment. Vedex was the mouth guard that kind of started the whole, lip protector thing. That's TAF3K, if that's how you say it, TAF3K. But he's the one who said it was Vedex mouth guards. Was the original starter of the battle style mouth guard. Brian Renna, as a lineman, can I wear a back plate? Yes. There's really nothing wrong with it. I've heard so many negative things, either coming from old school coaches, from other players, people here on YouTube. The people here on YouTube are mostly jerks anyway, and you know, linemen. Like when I was in college, like a lot of linemen were decked out in like visors and back plates and all the cool stuff. Like it's just what they did, and I didn't wear a back plate personally in high school. I didn't, and I was a lineman. I guess I never really had a need for one. Because as a lineman, you only have so many, I mean, you got to think about, you know, your pads as a lineman. If you're fitted correctly, your pad should go down to about midway to the back. The only thing a back plate would do is, you know, continue it on down to almost, you know, the rest of your back. So, you can wear a back plate. And I've, some of my linemen have wore back plates before. It's not really it's not a big deal. Just go get whatever you want. And I love back plates. I mean, I don't know what it is about them. I just like, I started liking some of the ones I saw, and I was just like, man, I'm gonna stick these on some of my youth Pee Wee kid, you know, their shoulder pads. And like, I got a few Riddell ones that had back plates installed on them already, and they were just balling. And those kids love those. And I have a video on them, and y'all probably seen the video on the Riddell Volt all-purpose shoulder pad. It's one of my favorite. Like, it's more of a youth junior high level pad, and a lot of our high school guys were very jealous that some of the Pee Wee kids had because I had like two kids, and they were both linemen wearing that. They were both bigger guys, a little wider frame, and that pad sits a little bit like more like a junior high player, so it fit them a little better, and they also had a cool back plate. So yes, as a lineman, you can wear back plates. It's not I've heard coaches say stuff like you don't need that or whatever. And like, just wear whatever you want. I mean, Rayshawn Parker, is there a big jump from high school football and community college football? Yeah, any time that you take the next step from high school, once the moment your high school career ends, going into college or whatever the next level is, it is a whole nother game. And what I tell guys going that try to, we haven't really had any guys that have tried to play college, but what I always tell kids, because a lot of kids ask, but you're basically going up against grown men. You know, you're going to be 18 years old when you go and enroll at community college or whatever school, whatever college you enroll in, if they have football. Whenever you go, the oldest guys on that team could be anywhere from 22 to 23 to 24 to 25 years old. Like, there was a guy on our, like, I'm pretty sure when I was a freshman where I played, there was a guy that was 28 years old playing. And not far from, like, somewhere in Missouri, there was a 53-year-old man playing D3 college football. There are grown men playing football out there once you get out of the high school level. So it is, and I will say, playing college football is a total, like, the game is so fast. It's absurd. Like, it's scary fast. Like, it is like, you have grown men running at like 4 or 5 speed running right at you, guys that weigh 300 pounds that can run a 4.9 are running right down your throat, guys that 2 times stronger than me throwing me around. I was just some lanky defensive end that, you know, had a little frame, and those big guys that were 100 pounds. Like, we had a guy, man, he stood 6'6", 360, and I remember his name was Rufus, and that dude, like, he lived up to his name. Like, he was a dog. Rufus. He was gonna get you. Played with a couple guys that went on to the NFL, and I'm telling you, the guys that go to the NFL, like, you can see them. Guys that are at least gonna not necessarily go and play on Sunday, because we didn't have any of those guys, but guys that were guys that were going to get a shot at training camp, going to get to go in and get cut eventually and be able to be on preseason. Like, man, I'd love that. I'd love to get cut. I'd love to go out there for 4 weeks and, you know, and eventually get cut. It'd be fun. It'd be like unlike any other experience in the world. So yeah, it is a pretty big jump. Greg Lewis, how long have you been coaching? I've been coaching now. This is my 4th season as a coach. And he goes on to say, what do you enjoy about coaching? I've enjoyed coaching. It's one of those things that, once the game of football ended for me, it was what I mostly focused on. It really didn't become a reality until I got my first job and was very surprised with because I was able to coach my own team. Like, I was a youth football coach for our team, doing the 5th and 6th graders, and that was a lot of fun. And I still have somewhat of a role towards that. And then once I got to, I was a volunteer my first year. Eventually got to be on the varsity level, and it's so much fun. And now I've been a varsity coach this will be my 3rd year as a varsity coach, 4 as an overall coach in general. And right now I'm a defensive coordinator. I've moved up in the ranks and 25 years old, already a defensive coordinator. I feel pretty confident about my defense I'm going to be running this fall, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I know a lot about offense, defensively. I'm more of a defensive-minded coach. I just think defensively. Everything is about offense when you deal with football. Everybody likes, everybody likes the quarterback and everybody likes the show. But I deal with the defense, how to stop that quarterback. It's very fun. TAF 3K, can you get drafted out of D2 and D3? Absolutely. There are guys that get drafted out of D2 schools, and D3 you don't hear a lot of. The biggest thing with D2 to D3, when you go D2, there are scholarships. There's not you're going to get and it really depends on the school. You can get a scholarship to cover, your basically for you to be able to live on the campus, be able to take classes there, and that's the kind of the extent of D2. You don't get everything paid for. Like if you went to say Florida State, Alabama, and you were a big time recruit, you'd get everything paid for. You probably wouldn't have to pay anything unless you did anything on top of that extra that the football scholarship wouldn't cover. But you get everything. D3, the biggest thing with D3 is they don't offer scholarships to D3 students, so it's more of just to go out there and play. But what I've seen with D3 schools is they're mostly privately funded schools, so they're going to cost more to go to. And there were D3 schools when I was looking to go to college, but they were just way out of my price range for college. Couldn't afford to go there for football. It wasn't worth it. What's your favorite college NFL team? Favorite college team would be the Arkansas Razorbacks. I've always been a fan of the Razorbacks, even though they go around and it's sometimes embarrassing to watch them just play all around and just sometimes stink. But every now and then they'll beat somebody they're not supposed to, and it's fun to see them play. I used to go to all the Razorback games. I used to be a season ticket holder for 2 years, and then I just got tired of going. I went to one game. I went to after I think it was back 2014. I watched the game. It wasn't a very enjoyable game. They were playing UAB, and then the next year UAB didn't have a football team, and that was kind of a bad deal. But yeah, went there and went to that. That's been the last Razorback event I've been to. I would like to go again. It's fun. They've got the new stadium expansion going on with the Razorbacks. You can go look that up. It's pretty neat. They're going to be competing with how many seats that Auburn and Alabama can put in, and that's all that Arkansas does. They just try to compete with whoever else is in the SEC and has the best facilities. Arkansas is behind, at least 3 or 4 years behind everybody. NFL team. I really don't have an NFL team. I would say, and I'm going to sound like such a bandwagon person, but I used to like the Rams, and when they were the St. Louis Rams. Mostly when I was a kid, I liked Marshall Faulk. He was definitely one of my favorite players. had a GameCube, and Marshall Faulk was on that cover, and I love that game. It was fun. Playing the Rams back when they were, they had Mike Morris and they were that high octane offense. They were putting a crazy amount of yards every year. Like that was a fun. You should. I mean, if you want to know like some fun football and some of the football stuff that you're seeing now, like go back and watch the early 2000 Rams. They were fun to watch. I don't really, and then like mostly with NFL, I like watching players. I like watching Peyton Manning, even though he's retired now. I like watching Tom Brady. I like watching Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers. I've always kind of like the Packers. I loved Brett Favre when he played. I didn't care who he could have played on every single team, and I still would have watched every Brett Favre game. Brett Favre is like, he's the man. And I always liked the Colts for Jeff Saturday, who's now, I guess, on like an ESPN. I guess he's an ESPN guy. I don't know. He might have got cut from ESPN or something. They're doing something crazy. Like cutting off people. Which I haven't watched ESPN forever. I don't really care for ESPN. I want to tell y'all guys, I'm going to take a little short break here and kind of cut to make sure some of you guys that just, jumped in here. I got 9 people watching, and I kind of have a goal set for this live stream. If we can get to 30 people watching this, I'm going to do a football glove giveaway eventually here within the next month or two. So that's something we want to get. We want to get 30 people watching at any point during this live stream. We're going to get 30 people in here, and that's kind of what I want our goal to be for tonight, is to get. And we still got plenty of time, so share this video out there. Get people in. We need more people watching. I can't remember how many we had last week. I want to say my girlfriend might be able to remember how many we had last week, but I feel like it was like 12 or 13, maybe even higher than that. We had a lot near the end. So like I said, I answered the question about favorite college NFL team. Jose says, what kind of defense do I run? I ran several defenses, but the one I'm running right now is a 4-2-5 defense. It's been adapted from a lot of different things. It kind of goes with, like, if you ever watch the TCU Horned Frogs play, it's their defense. It's what, who's their coach? I always watch his stuff. I can't remember. Whoever the TCU Horned Frog coach is, he's been there for a long time. Watched a lot of his coaching DVDs, stuff like that. But it's more or less adapted to be sort of a 4-4 defense, but with all the spread offenses these days, the 4-2-5 defense gives you basically the outside safety linebacker type guys, and it's just easy. You can adjust to it in a lot of ways. It's just a cool defense to be able to coach. I've worked with the 4-3 last year a little bit, and that was my first experience working with that a little bit. And some of the stuff I did on my own was more coaching my youth team on my own was more adapted from TCU. It was more of a 4-2-5 mixed in with like 4-3 concepts, and it was just a fun defense to coach. Came up with a lot of zone blitzes. Man, we were blitzing people. Like I had, like, what's crazy is, like, I feel like my 5th and 6th graders got my blitz schemes better than my older guys did. Because I would come up with, like, ones where we'd send the corner on a blitz. We'd have the outside. We'd have the strong backer coming on the blitz. We had 2 D linemen twisting, and we'd be running that way. And it was just like, it was a fun defense to be able to call. It was just, we line up, we see this going, we're going to that blitz. It was cool. Girlfriend writes, considering all brands, strengths and weaknesses, if you had to pick one brand to make everything you use, what would you choose? And if you had to axe one of your favorite brands, what would you choose to axe? If I had to consider all brands, their strengths and weaknesses, I had to pick one brand to make everything you use. Man. It would be my girlfriend to come up with a crazy question like that. I like Riddell. I like all their stuff. I mean, if we're talking about brands as like a football brand in general, like Riddell's not getting axed. Like, who would I choose to axe? I could probably do that one real easy. Honestly, and this one may be pretty controversial, but I don't get Zenith. I really don't. I've never really liked the shape of their helmets, and that one would be like it would be between. Okay, Rawlings. Rawlings is a baseball brand, but they make football helmets, and I don't think Rawlings seems to be making like football helmets. Like I've seen one, and I was like, oh gosh, that kid does not need to be in that helmet. It looks awful on him. They didn't fit right. A couple kids. I had some Rawlings helmets at one point, and they just didn't work on kids' heads. They didn't fit right. I'd rather put them in a Shudd or a Riddell. But yeah, I think Zenith. Sorry. I like they're very innovative. I will give them that, and they've been around for a good while. But Riddell is just so consistent with what they've been. Riddell's been around forever, and I would make all of Riddell's stuff what it is. Like their shoulder pads are awesome, all their compression wear, and like their padded shirts, their girdles are all awesome. They last forever. I mean, it's just my favorite brand. And you can even get uniforms from Riddell. And so that would be it. I would keep. I want to make everything Riddell. Axina. Sorry. Okay. 12 people watching. Let's go. Let's get more people in here. We need 18 more to have another giveaway this month. If you guys are just jumping in here, I'm taking all open questions right now. This is sort of an open Q&A live stream. If there's any questions dealing with positions, plays, or techniques, like you guys have given me some great stuff, but I want to know more. I want more tips. Like I only got like 2 or 3 that are like on tips on playing football or position wise. Like I want to hear more of those, and just anything you can come up with. I want to hear. So plays, but I've got a marker board in here, I believe. I can draw up some plays. I think I'm in the living room. I don't know. But I can draw up some plays for you. I can do some stuff like that. Let's see what this text message says. Okay. Which T All-Star 18, which visor brand do you prefer? Well, let me answer Rayshawn Park because he was in here after my girlfriend's question. I said, well, I took a year off school, so I'm going on 20, but I'm 6'3", 156 pounds. Just hope I'm not the oldest freshman on the team. Hopefully a D1 or D2 will assess me. Is there an age limit? There is no age limit in college. Like I said, there was a guy that played, and you can look this up. It was Westminster College or something. There was a guy that was 53 years old playing, and the only reason I knew that was because someone from my high school who was a couple of years older than me was actually a linebacker with that guy. That guy played. He was a 53-year-old man playing linebacker, like playing just inside linebacker. Like that was cool. And you can go wide, like just you can type in like D3 high school football or D3. Oldest guy to play D3, and there have been older guys since then. I can just remember that one in my mind. There was a guy that played, I think, Division I AA, like an FCS school. I think that was as early as like last year, and I don't even remember how old he was. He had to have been like upper 50s and 60s, which is crazy. I don't think I'll be able to play football if I'm 60. If I am, I'll be doing it. But I don't think I can. I think about playing football all the time. I mean, I'd have to really get in shape to do it. Have to cut out a lot of bad habits, like eating a lot of junk food, and really start training and getting in the weight room more. Rayshawn, I think, you can, it always stinks to take a year off, but, I've seen people do it. It happens, but you can jump in. Probably for where you're at right now, a community college is the best way to go. If you can get noticed, and a lot of D2 schools will accept, they'll accept guys at like Christmas and stuff. Like when you're getting into the next semester, they'll accept guys, and that'd be a good way to get back in if you want to get to a Division I, Division II school. It happens all the time. TL starting team, which Visor brand you prefer? As of like this past year, I'd say Oakley is my favorite. I know that there's like a big push. Excuse me, I'd say you guys always, whenever the last giveaway video I did on the backplate, you guys, I would say the majority of you guys that voted on that wanted a shock visor, or wanted me to review or to give that away next. I don't even know how much. How much is a shock visor? I haven't actually looked it up. Let's look it up here real quick. Shock visor. Alright. I've always liked the Oakley ones, and I've actually had all styles. I've had a Nike visor before. I've had the Under Armour ones. I've had 2 different Under Armour ones. And then the Oakley one as of this past year, and I really like the Oakley one. It's probably my favorite out of all these. So I'd say Oakley is my favorite. If I ever get around to getting a shock one, I definitely think that'd be a pretty neat thing. Looks like they start at about $50, so that's pretty average for a visor, because all the visors normally cost $50 unless you get the shut one. The shut one's like $35. You can get that one pretty cheap, or if there's Dick's, they've got like some cheap ones too. Let's see, moving on. Tap 3K, Mr. Football, I'm not gonna lie, but you are a good YouTuber and a big fan. Still watch the UA reviews. UA reviews, man. That guy was a young guy back then. I've aged a lot since when I was doing videos. I was 18 years old. I've gone so far. We actually, me and my girlfriend sat around today. We watched some of my old UA reviews videos, and I definitely want to do. I want to do like a reacting to my old videos, because I know a lot of popular YouTubers do that, and I think it'd be fun just for the sake on this channel, just to make fun of myself. I think it's funny because we went back to watch my very first upload, and it's a doozy, man. I'm glad I'm filming in so much better quality nowadays, and you guys have only seen like one video that I've done in like my new camera, and here's the new camera, by the way. Got this a few weeks ago. Shoots amazing pictures, shoots amazing HD video, and it's a good YouTube camera. I mean, that video, if you guys go watch my video on the Nike D-Tac gloves, like, those gloves look so sick just because of the camera, and like, I look better than ever. I usually look like crap on here anyway, so, I mean, it's fun watching old videos, and I definitely like the UA reviews thing. Like, I had it going for a while, and it's really got hard. And I'm really trying to do a lot of videos this summer so I can kind of keep publishing videos, because once I get to football season, there ain't a chance I'm going to be filming many videos, because I want to be, I want to try to make as many as I can in the month of July as I can, and just kind of, and if I do have time during the season, we'll be able to push them out. But it'll be football season it's a grind. Brian Renner, why are Samoans so big and strong? Couldn't tell you. I remember watching something on ESPN a long time ago that was like on Samoan football players and why they're so big. Definitely would like some Samoan players to come to our school, meet bigger kids. I think my girlfriend thinks the thing got to 20. think it did, and that sounds all right. But if, man, we can get 10 more, we can get crap. Now we're 8 people watching, so you guys that are in here watching, thank you. Thank you for staying. Now we're going on 45 minutes worth of live stream here. I'm not talking about any of the giveaway stuff, so I'll have to go through and do that here in a minute. And I'm going to kind of answer these questions here real quick. Some of these guys, you guys have been commenting and kind of go through these, and then we'll let some other people get in here. Make sure if you're just now tuning in to comment on anything football-wise you want me to talk about, dealing with plays, positions, any new positions you might be trying out for. We can talk through technique, any of that stuff, kind of what you're going to need to know going into that position. Like if you're wanting to try out for running back, there's a lot of skills you got to have to be a running back, and some of that stuff we can kind of talk through and work on possibly for you. I've got a video coming out here in a few days, coming out with 5 tips of being a starter. That's kind of the main question I get a lot. Is how do I become a starter? I know my girlfriend is a very good girlfriend. She's in the other room. She's in here commenting with all you guys. That's very fun. She's chilling in the other room with the dog and probably playing video games in there. Mr. Football for wide receivers, rate the drag route on a 1 to 10. The drag route I've used, I've coached it. What I like about the drag route is when you get, and man, I want to draw up a drag concept. So I got my marker board here, and I got some stuff on here. Okay, so I'm going to draw up a drag concept, and I'll answer another question here while I'm kind of getting my drag concept going here. But let's see. Jose said, what are the best cleats for linemen? Thankfully, I've got my East Bay catalog right here, and I'm going to tell you what those were, because some guys talked about that last week. The Nike Zoom Force Savage Elite. It's basically like the lineman style of like the Under Armour Highlight cleat. They used to make the Under Armour Brawler, and now Nike makes the Zoom Force Savage. And that is a kind of a high top cleat. Great for linemen. Great for anybody that's going to be in the trenches. There's also the Force Savage Pro. The only thing with that is it's just like a mid cleat. So definitely look into the Zoom Force Savage Elite TD if you're looking for like a true lineman cleat. It is $139, pretty high on the price there, but definitely like one like the like the Savage Pro is just under it's just $99. And if you shop around a little bit, you should be able to find a good price for it. Let's see, we'll put the X on that side. We're going to draw up a pro form. Let's see. Try to think of a formation to run the drag. We'll do it out of the Pistol Pro. We've got our F here. I don't run this offense anymore, but I'm going to go ahead and draw it up to my defense here. Put that guy there. We're balanced here. There. I'll go ahead and show you what I'm drawing here. I'll adjust it here in a second. I just got to be able to draw this. Let's see. Strong. Will. Overhang safety. Overhang safety. Cover that. Got corner. It's playing inside leverage. We got high. Single high through safety. Alright, so a common drag concept that I would go over is, and I would say, and I love the drag concept. And going back to your question on a route from 1 to 10, it's a 7 or 8 for me. If it's run right, it's a good pass play, but basically a good drag concept, and you can
kind of do it out of a spread out play. But what would happen is you would tag one of these guys, after your Z, your slot guy, and these can be guys that are just spread out. But this is just what I remember from coaching the pistol defense or the pistol alignment here, out of a one-back slot alignment. But what we would have our guys do, this guy would be on his path here. We would reverse out, and if we called this, it would be like 313 drag. We just call it 313 drag. 313 is the pass line. It was like the pass tag we'd give, and then drag would be the route concept. Basically, this guy log here, and he'd kind of scoot across to the flats. This guy over here coming from the backside, coming across to the quarterback's vision. This guy would get up to linebacker level. He'd have an outside release and get right behind the linebackers. Okay, because what the route does is it tells if I go off common defenses, like when a guy crosses linebackers, one of these guys is going to have to pick him, because this guy, if he's playing cover 3 or if he's playing man, he's got to stay with this guy, but he better be shot in and in right here, and these guys better be picking this guy up, because quarterback's going to be looking to roll with this guy. It should be natural. This route shouldn't be open, just depending on what his coverage is. But if he's sticking to the flat here, this outside safety, he's sticking to the flat. These guys got deep thirds. Quarterback should be able to dump the ball right here. If you just draw it up, he should be able to hit it right there. Depending on what you have these guys do, I've had them do, our backside, he would kind of, have an outside release and then cut back. And then we'd have this guy kind of get up and he'd do a corner route or something to the boundary. And so that's a drag concept. That was 313 drag for us. That was a concept we did a few years ago. That's all the football drag concept I know. And there's a lot of other ways you can run the drag route. And you guys aren't coaches probably, but if you want to be coaches one day, that's kind of the stuff you get into. It's just drawing stuff up. I draw stuff up on pieces of paper, marker boards, every single day. There's like scratch paper sitting around the house, like formations and like plays on it. Which position is better, center or guard? Center has a lot of responsibilities dealing with, especially with what my expectations are of the center. He's got to be able to call out any kind of blocking schemes. The thing with the center is he is in the middle of the formation. He's the guy that does not change. His job is fairly easy when it comes to blocking certain types of ways. A lot of the times, as a center, if the play is going to your right side and there's a guy lined up to you to the left, you're blocking that guy, because if he steps in your gap, he's going to be in the mesh back there in the backfield. So you'd be stepping towards him, blocking kind of away. We always call it on away. If you're a center, you got a guy on you or you got a guy away from you, you're blocking regardless of whatever the situation is. What gets crazy as the center is you've got to be able to, and what I'm going to ask of the centers this year is to look up and see where the Mike linebacker is. Whether they're playing in a stack defense, they're playing a 4-3, 3-4, 4-2-5, whatever, they've got to be able to look and identify the Mike linebacker, and you got to be able to make the call, whether we make tag, whatever kind of, we make all these different kind of calls. And so a guard, big thing with guards, got to be quick. Guards are the quicker linemen. You got to be able to block on a trap play. You got to be able to, dig out a guy, block out on him, kick, whatever, the kind of terminology your coaches may use as a guard. But, pulling, basically you're pulling on the play. And that's a big responsibility guards have. Tackle is very hard to play. I play tackle, and the biggest thing with tackle is you'll have guys rushing on your outside. They'll match up. They'll try to be faster than you. It's definitely whatever you can get comfortable with playing. I was always comfortable. played every position on the offensive line, but I love tackle. I love tackle a lot better. And then played center a little bit, but I wasn't. I think I'd be more. I wasn't very confident as a junior high kid. Man, I was just wanting to play tackle, and I didn't. I didn't really like center. I just could never get the snap right, and I was just better at tackle. I think if I went back now, I could probably do center, just because I feel more confident. Let's see. After K, you should make a reaction video to those. Yeah, it'll essentially be what it is. It'll be a reaction to my old videos, and it'll. I don't know how to film that. I guess I'd have to have some kind of screen capture thing, or I don't know if you just want to sit here and I can probably link all those old videos and show them to you or whatever. But yeah, that's what's crazy. There's just those old videos, man. They kill me. Especially like everything has changed since I changed to Mr. Football. And I started back with UA reviews back around November once football season ended, and it's so much different. Like I still want to change I still haven't changed my logo, and someone made that logo for me a long time ago, and just never had. I just need to go with something simple. Mr. Football is who I am. It's what will be known. The thing with UA reviews is I don't want to forget. I don't want to discount all of those videos because that's where my 4,000 plus subscribers come from. It came from that. So I don't want to disown UA reviews, but I also know Mr. Football is the future of this channel. And if I myself is to stay in the same position, I will be Mr. Football from here on out. There's no more name changing. I will do this until the end of time or until YouTube goes away. And we have some other kind of weird service where it's something greater than social media. And just think of that. Here in like 20 years, there'll be something greater than social media. That's the crazy thing about it. Brian and Ken, we can submit our videos and you react to them, kind of like what I'm guessing Quarterback HD does, doing subscriber highlights. I don't know how he does it. I'd have to ask him how he sets up his. I guess you just kind of do it like you're watching something and film yourself like I'm doing here. But I have to figure out how to do that. But I don't mind if you want to link me your Huddle thing. I'll look at it, check it out. I can follow you on Huddle. I don't care to. Actually, I can contact college coaches for you. I've got Huddle. I've got to where I can share with any coach in the nation, basically. Renee too. Well, I miss those types of live streams. Miss these types of live streams. Yeah, I will say that live streaming now is just so much fun, and I really enjoyed last week. Last week was a lot of fun, and I want to keep doing this for the rest of the month. And I don't know how it's going to go once I get into football season. I think I'll still be able to do it on Saturday. That's what I'm really going to look into doing. Live streams will only be on Saturday nights, around the same time. So you can expect to see a few more.
Everybody said your audio is messing.
It's messing up.
You don't want to turn the volume off your phone.
Okay.
Because it's boring.
All right. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. So let me know if the audio keeps messing up. We'll try to fix it here. We've got 10 people watching. We're almost rolling into an hour here. Probably going to go for another 30 minutes, I'd say, at the most. Once you guys can still keep, putting your questions in. Hopefully we get a few more people in here. Sharing the video. I may post a little picture to Instagram right now and kind of give y'all a sneak peek of what's in the subscriber box. I call it the care package we're giving away. I had to show y'all what came in yesterday. I'll get back to questions here in just a little bit. you'll get a couple East Bay coupons. I'll put in there as well. You're going to get about 2 or 3 items this week. Some other little trinket items I'll throw in at the same time. And we'll just kind of do that. I didn't have any Gatorade chews this week. Didn't pick any up, so I don't know when I'll ship this package, but maybe we'll get a chance to be at Walmart. I'll throw some Gatorade chews in there. Hello, Mocha. Hello, Mocha. Hello, Mocha. You want to say hi? You look up there? Up there? I'm so nervous.
If you open up your live chat,
Oh. Okay.
hopefully that'll make your video come better.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. What was I? Okay, we're talking about what we're giving away tonight. Got another care package sending out. I'm gonna have 2 items in there, a couple little trinket items, just little things I throw in there. And I'll reveal what they actually. I was debating, like, I don't know. I'm actually going to throw it. We've had a really good live stream, and I'm going to throw in something extra tonight that you'll see whenever we are giving away another Mogo mouth guard. I think it's going to be a pink bubble gum. It's black and pink. It's an adult Mogo mouth guard. I was going to say that for breast cancer, but then we plenty of breast cancer stuff to give out. So that's what there'll be another Mogo mouth guard giveaway. There is one secret item you'll get tonight that's pretty fun. And then we'll give away, let's see, I'm just going to do like a little thing here. Just a little picture of the box. Since we've got about 30 minutes or so left of this. Let's see here, let's get a picture of that. Do this, we'll call, let's see, live stream. This is going on my Instagram right now. You guys follow my Instagram if you're not already. I think a lot of you are. Enter the giveaway for the football care package. It's going to have about, depending on what else I throw in there. Last few minutes, 30 minutes, come here to get away for the football care package. Share. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Man. Down. I think this guy was on here last time. Didn't delete him. Put user in timeout. Block. See ya. Okay. I need to show you what I got in yesterday, and I did a video on this today. So for you guys that are in the live stream, you get to see, or if you go back and watch it later, and if you're watching this later today, you know, got a Revell TCP chin strap in a day or two ago, and I haven't put it on a helmet yet, but depending on how it kind of goes, I might stick it on the helmet behind me or whatever. But this is something new we got in, and what's bothering me about this, and I don't know if this has happened to anybody else, because I can't figure out how to fix it, but I don't understand, like, when you look at that, it says Revell, right, and then this thing goes up like this, but the Revell's on the inside, and the buckle's turned around, which obviously you can just turn the buckle around, but it's supposed to show Revell on the outside. inside, and there's no way you can loop it back through because it's sewn in. So I don't know if it's some kind of defect. I don't know if this is dealt with. If anybody else has dealt with this, I know that I will say that a lot of people here on YouTube review this. Like those gridiron guys, they always talk about the TCP chin straps. Definitely an upgradable thing you can get. It usually costs about $24, $30 retail. Dealing with like this new Speedflex helmet, but definitely really cool when you get it. It's basically like a soft cup chin strap with the protection of a hard cup one. It's got the same kind of material they use for the helmets built into the chin strap, so it's very protective. The inside says TCP, and it's got their little logo there, and then it's cushioned all the way around. Feels very nice. Definitely be a fun thing to try and review. And I will say that I was very uncertain on the size large, extra large, because they only have two sizings. And I know that when Revell makes the large, like the large chin strap, it's massive. Like I can show you like a large one that I have sitting around. It's huge. Like it would cover my face to here. But this is one that would definitely fit anybody with a bigger chin, lineman, all that good stuff.
Your audio makes you sound like
Really?
I can understand you, but you might want to cut it short because it's nothing's making it sound better.
Doesn't think it sound better? Okay. So you think
Unless they want to listen to your
I don't know.
bass mean voice.
I saw something about that.
Got some dubstep going on.
I think just pull up my. I want to know what I sound like. It's maybe too funny. Gosh, I hate that it didn't happen. I don't think anything happened last week, but yeah. Way out there, dude.
It sounds like.
What in the world? I wonder if it's too. It's gotta be the internet or something. Yeah. Okay. Well, I hate that. I think we were doing good for a long time. And, okay.
Last minute questions that I'll have in the giveaway.
Any last minute questions y'all have? We're going to get the giveaway people entered in. And this is where we'll finish up tonight. So, any last questions I'll answer real quick. Say it